Hey guys, it's DadBodGaming coming at you with a new video here. I wanted to get into a little bit of just general invasion strategies, tactics, fighting tactics in general, so I figured it'd be kind of fun to do a series of different videos on some of the different principles, covering some of those topics. I thought one of the first ones that was really important to cover was going to be playing locked on and unlocked for combat. And so, you know, it's one of the most basic things, maybe not one of the most basic things, but it's one of the things that if you want to be really good at this game or a good player in PvP, it's something you got to learn how to do. So when people first get this game or any Souls game, they kind of play like this. They're playing locked on all the time. They, you know, lock onto one enemy, they try to kill that enemy, and I can't, it's hard for me to even do because I'm out of the habit of it. But the problem with this is that you can see as I'm walking backwards, I'm kind of just, I'm always staying facing the opponent and kind of strafing or stepping backwards, or if I unlock like I just did there, it gives me the option to run in the other direction as opposed to just this strafing motion. And the reason that's important is because it lets you get out of trouble much faster. It lets you rotate the angle of your camera, which is really important for invasions because you're normally fighting multiple enemies. And it just lets you get out of trouble faster. And it lets you run around people, you know, potentially for backstabs, and just possibly avoid attacks. It helps with spacing, which we're going to cover in another video. But without further ado, let's get into some footage of some other invasions that I've had. So this is one, I've had this in another video, but I thought I had some good clips just to demonstrate some of this. So here you can see, you know, we're in the middle of this invasion, a blue came in. As soon as I start attacking the blue, it's important to notice that I'm locked on. And then what I want, you know, anyone that's new to this to pay attention to is that once I get hit with damage from off of my screen, so it's this Faith sword that hits me with that straight line attack. I can't even remember the name of the sword, but you can see I'm playing locked on here, you know, because I'm fighting this blue, and this bird's getting in the way a little bit of my attack, which is unfortunate because I probably could have killed him there had that not happened. But here you can see, okay, I got a hit and then I get hit with an attack. As soon as that happens and I realize that I've unlocked, you can see right now I'm no longer locked onto the blue. I can dodge away from the blue and easily run out of the way of the next attack, and more importantly, turn my camera angle to see what it was that hit me. And now I'm able to run away instead of that backward strafing motion, and once I see another attack is cleared, I can safely heal. So I think that's just an important part of you know, it seems so basic for more experienced players, I think. And here you can see as I'm coming in to attack again, you know, I've locked back onto the blue. As soon as I'm getting close to landing the attack, I'm locking on, because the tracking is typically better when you do that. Now you can see as I'm running away, I'm obviously unlocked. I've seen some clips of some invaders that stay locked on just almost the entire time, and it gets you killed really easy. So what I'm trying to point out here is that if you're not in combat, if you're not actively attacking one player, you should be playing unlocked. So here's a perfect situation. I'm running away, I'm unlocked this whole time. Even for that attack, I'm unlocked. As soon as I do that jumping attack, I lock onto the blue. You know, got a little lag here, so I get hit by an attack, but I've unlocked from the blue, and I can see who attacked me. These dogs obviously want to kill me too, which is a little unfortunate. But so the entire time I'm running around, I am unlocked. Even here, I'm still unlocked. As soon as I want to make an attack, I lock on, and then as soon as I'm back in a defensive position and rolling or retreating, you can see I unlock. And so I'm going to slow this clip down, and we're going to take a deeper look at that little exchange right there, just so we can cover kind of exactly what happened. And you can see anytime I am in an offensive position attacking, I'm trying to lock on. If I'm in a defensive position, I'm unlocked. So here, I'm running around, I'm trying to go in for a backstab, but I can tell by the angle I'm going to get hit. So I'm unlocked the whole time. As soon as I'm ready to attack, I'm locked on. That attack whiffed, so now I've unlocked to take myself back into that defensive position, which allows me to get out of trouble, again, more easily. And I'm running around again, trying to get the backstab. He attacks. I instantly lock on when I see I've got an option for a roll attack. This isn't the best colossal sword for tracking or range. Maybe a different one would have hit him. But you can see as I unlock, that allows me to turn the camera and catch this dragon fire. That was a rot breath that was coming at me. And the fact that I'm not locked on is allowing me to... I'm still getting hit, but I'm at a much greater distance now, to where the guy that was the host that was chasing me there, he's not in a position to finish me off. So now I'm unlocked. I can run, find some cover, which is another video we're gonna make, how to use cover, and safely heal. So now I'm searching for the other blue, since I can rotate my camera angle. Found him, jump into the air, and as soon as I'm ready to attack, I'm locked on. Once he's dead, you know, I think I just always have, out of habit, press the unlock button. You can see I jump into the air again because I see him running up since I've turned my camera, and I'm ready to do an attack, at which point I've locked on. Now when I'm dodging away, I'm unlocked, which allows me to safely exit without having to dodge that second attack because I was well spaced. So just really important to kind of keep in mind the lock-on mechanic. If you're staying locked on at all times, it's going to get you into trouble. So here, you know, I'm still on the offensive. With this weapon's Ash of War, I always play it unlocked. But now that I'm going in for an R1, a running R1, I've locked on. He gets a little laggy here, so I missed the connection, but it's still okay. So, you know, just pay attention to when I'm locked on, unlocked. If I miss an attack, if it doesn't connect, then I'm pretty much always instantly unlocking at that point, because I need to be able to retreat if needed much more readily, and I need to be able to turn my camera angle to see if another co-op partner or blue is coming in to hit me, because one thing you got to keep in mind when you're an invader especially is that the best time for anyone to attack you is right after you've gone in for an attack, because they know they can come and punish you. So almost always when you do an attack, you should be ready to be hit, and so that means, especially if you miss the attack, you need to come in and unlock so you can look around and watch your back, because you know, almost all players know that the best time to attack is when someone's back is to you and they're in their motion. So here again, I want to slow this down and take a look. So we've got the blue. I'm again unlocked as I'm running away. I'm running away because it's still a 2v1. I'm low on FP. You know, I'm not full health, but now I see I've got a little separation between the host and the blue. As soon as I jump in the air, I lock on. I'm able to connect, and now I see I've got space for a second attack, so I take that while locked on. Now I've unlocked right after that, so I can catch sight of the host since I know he was fairly close by, and that was good because now I see him running up close. And now I'm unlocked with some stamina left over, so I can properly escape now that the host has rushed in. So now I've got two guys coming at me, which of course is, you know, if you're ever fighting two people and they're that close, you probably don't want to be locked on unless you're going in for the attack. Okay, so here, you know, just more running away. I'm doing the Ash of War unlocked. Now I see I'm out of FP, I've got half damage and both of them are on me, so I'm retreating for cover, playing unlocked. Then they come in, I'm able to kill the blue with the Ash of War, luckily. Then again, as soon as I go in for the attack, I'm locked on. Defensive because I missed, so I lock back on to make an attack attempt, but missed, or got hit, so I've locked on, or I've unlocked to get away. Now I'm attacking again, locked on, and retreating here for the final. So again, I just want to highlight this a little bit in slow motion to make sure it's able to be seen. But I get the blue, playing unlocked with that Ash of War. Now I'm full health, full FP, so I know I'm in a really good position. I'm ready to attack. You know, I lock on there. I actually probably could have stayed unlocked and reversed that better, but I missed. I know I missed, so I've unlocked. Now I'm back locked on to go in for an attack. Could tell it missed, so I've unlocked to get away. That lets me cover more ground on my backwards roll. I thought I would have had that space to miss his next attack, and I would have gotten a jump attack off. But the fact that I got hit, I know I need to unlock, get to safety since I'm at half health now. I get a chance to do an Ash of War attack, which I miss. But again, still not locked on, because that's letting... The reason I don't play that Ash of War locked on is because it takes a little time to connect, or to get to where it's targeting. And typically if the host is strafing or moving sideways, it's going to miss them if you are locked on. So better to free aim typically, because you can see exactly where the host is going to walk, or whoever you're attacking is going to walk. So now I've gotten in the position where I am locked on while attacking. I can see he's going to swing. If we both connect here, it could be a stalemate. We both die. I don't really want that. I want to make sure I'm going to get this win. So I unlock, get a little clearance because of that, and able to heal. And now I know we both pressed the Ash of War button at the same time, but I know I've got way more health than him since I was able to get clear, and I know I'm going to win the fight. So, you know, a lot of info there, I think, but pretty simple. I think there's one more invasion here I want to highlight, kind of showing the same thing. So playing unlocked and locked is most important, especially when you're fighting more than one player. You know, if you're fighting one player, I still unlock and lock on, but if you're ever in a 3v1 or 2v1, you've got to make sure you're switching your lock-ons at all times. So I'm going to slow this clip down here because I think this is a great one. You know, my bubble tail popped there, but let's pay attention now, because it's not just the lock-on and unlock. It's also switching targets to the best target if you are locked on. And that's an important skill also, because a lot of times if you hit one player in a 2v1 or 3v1, the other player's coming in, and you can switch your lock-on to that player and hit them since your attack's already started. So here, I've come in unlocked, lock onto the host. I'm able to unlock and free aim an attack there on the Phantom. Now I've seen they've both retreated because they got hit, just like we said. So I'm now unlocked. As I jump into the air, I lock on just to see if I can hit anybody, but I don't, since they've spaced away. So now I've unlocked, which helps me get out of the way and have some wall cover of their Frostblade. And now I'm coming into combat unlocked. I'm doing all of this action unlocked, and as soon as I see the host whiff, I'm able to lock on and punish the host. I now see the attacks are coming in the back, so I've unlocked, which lets me get to better cover to get into the defensive position. Now, this is a perfect example. So one player's retreating, I was locked onto that player, but as soon as I know I'm attacking and another player is coming forward, I switch the lock on to that player. And so here I've got a chance to finish this player off, so I'm staying locked on to them, which almost gets me killed. And so you can see here, I'm thinking in my head, hey, I want to finish this player. I get a little greedy, stay locked on, don't get out of trouble, and my Crimson Bubble Tear gets popped. But so as soon as I know the Bubble Tear's popped and I've gone back to half health, I know, okay, I've got no options, I gotta retreat. So I unlock, roll off the platform, get to safety and heal. you know, so basically anytime you're in a defensive position and need to get away, unlock. So you can see I whiffed the attack there. I unlocked to get to safety and get to cover. Here's some, you know, the dodge timing got a little rough there because there were 2 attacks coming at once. And there, I don't know how I got hit with that one, but again, lock on there, and then lock off to get away since I've missed. I know I've got a 1v1 here, so I'm locked onto the host. Unlocked, checking my surroundings by moving the camera, which I can't do while locked on. And then here, you know, going in for attacks. Let's slow this one down actually. So this entire time I'm in a defensive position, I am unlocked, and that's giving me the best movement and best camera rotation, more importantly, so I can see what the other players are doing. You know, here I'm not doing a great job turning my camera, and I get hit with 1 attack. But I do want to keep my eyes forward where I'm going. I make an attempt at an attack there while locked on. Can tell I whiff, so I unlock instantly. That lets me get away much faster. Because if I had stayed locked on there to that other Sunbro, I would have gotten hit, I think, by the host. But now I'm able to run away instead of dodging and rolling, which makes it much more difficult. And then here, host is in a one-on-one position, so I've locked on, and I'm able to get a good hit on them. So, you know, like all 1v3s, as soon as they get hit once, they retreat. That gives me a chance to unlock, heal, check my surroundings. Here I can turn the camera because of that, and I'm able to see, hey, I got a little enemy help, and I know what the room looks like now that I'm in. So I know if I need to retreat where I can head. Okay, so now I'm using some wall cover, and I'm able to lock on here, get a hit in. I can tell that they retreat a little bit, so I stay locked on and go in for a second attack, but as soon as I see that other player come in, I go into a dodge position. I haven't unlocked yet, which I should be. But here I get rid of it there to retreat, since I'm getting a lot of spells and lasers coming at me. And now again, as I'm running around in general, I'm in this unlocked position, staying defensive, lets me rotate my camera, throw in pots also. You probably want to be working unlocked most of the time, unless it's you know, one. But now I'm able to get the host with a little separation, and I can then finish them off because the other phantom is out of the way, and I got lucky there. But that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I will be coming at you with a little more content sometime in the near future. Have a good day. Adios.